Let's talk about this one, because Greens leader Adam Bandt is refusing to stand in front of the Australian flag during media conferences, arguing that the symbol is hurtful to Indigenous people. Now, Bill, he's supposedly been doing this since 2020, saying that it invokes racism. I mean, come on, this is our flag.
Yeah, this is virtue signalling. Virtue signalling is when someone thinks that their morality is superior to everyone else's. I would just remind Adam and the Greens political party that we've got to bring people with us on a path for change. Everyone agrees that First Nations people should get an equal deal in this country, and we want to change the Constitution and include them in our nation's birth certificate. But antics like this virtue signalling, saying I love First Nations people more than anyone else, I mean, he's like the crunchy papa of Australian politics. It turns more people off than turns them on.
Yeah, Jim, I don't know if this helps him. Do you reckon it's a bit of a stunt?
Oh, of course it is. You know, I mean, talk about his ego's out of control. And thank goodness we've got a majority government and they haven't got the balance of power. I mean, boy, I just found this yesterday. I was on air on my program on the Drive show on 2GB, and I just went, the reaction from our listeners was justified. You know, we heard Indigenous Australians fight under the Australian flag. Yeah, there's been mistakes made in the past, but as far as our history goes, the three flags should have been there. For him or his minder to go and move the Australian flag out of the shot of cameras was highly offensive, insulting. And for those people, you know, we had a Royal Commission into veteran suicide resume in Townsville yesterday. Men and women who have fought under the Australian flag. And on the same day, you've got this peanut who goes and removes the Australian flag. I found it deeply offensive, and I think it's not the Australia that we want to embrace. Have all three flags there, great, but don't go and remove the national flag.
Bill, do you think he's a peanut?
No, listen, I tell you what, he's counterproductive to the cause. At the end of the day, Australians want us to try and work together. I think that's one of the big messages out of the last election. The spirit of reconciliation is you recognise our Indigenous history and you make it it has an equal place in Australia. So you have all the flags together, but this guy's just, he's got it all the wrong way round, and I think he's causing more problems than good in this stunt.
Let's unite, not divide.